Hello, everybody, and welcome in. I'm glad to see you here. I am back. It's more Norco. I think tonight is our big finale. We're going to swamp punk our way right through to the end of this one. And boy, have I been enjoying it. This game has really made an impression on me. I had a Norco dream last night. I've been thinking about this game so much. So I am very excited to jump back in and play it again, play it with all y'all, hang out a little bit. Welcome in. It's me, your old pal, Decaf Jedi, and I'm so glad you could be here. Hope everybody's having a good Monday as we record this. If you're listening to it later, or maybe even watching it, I don't know how many of you are audio only. If you're watching it later, good to see you too. Thanks for checking out the video. As we left off, we were heading into the big finale. So it's kind of hard to recap this game. There's been a lot that's been going on, but sort of the short version of it is we have been on this long quest to find our lost brother, Blake. And along the way, we've stumbled across a conspiracy where our mom, who recently passed away from cancer, has somehow discovered, come into contact with a mysterious orb from the sky. Maybe it's an angel, maybe it's an extraterrestrial. We don't know. But this has put her at odds both with local corporations, the oil refineries, companies like Shield, as well as a local band of teenage toughs by the name of the Garretts, who apparently now are holding our brother Blake hostage in the swamps of Louisiana, and maybe about to build a rocket that will blast off to Mars. I mean, honestly, Expert Casual in chat says maybe it's an Orb Manhunter prequel going on here. I mean, this game reminds me of Manhunter as much as it does maybe any other single point and click adventure. So I'm down with that. Yeah, game dreams are always much better than work dreams, Cregan. But I say we quit stalling and start Khrushcheving out of here. Let's see here. Where is our last save? It looks like it is 11:51 p.m. So again, we've made pretty good progress. All right, so we're back with the Garretts, and they wanted to see evidence of John's head, I believe. Is that what they were looking for? Or are they looking for the orb? I can't remember exactly. It's been a day or two since, I guess, literally one day. Let's see what happens if we show them the head. I think they were unimpressed by the head, weren't they? I guess I flash them the old orb. That's it. Is that it? Its light is nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. Flood me with another kiss. I'm begging you. On the edge. Just one more time, please, God. Try to do that just out of curiosity. I don't guess any of these kids is the kid we're supposed to play that come home message to from his dad. No, okay, we didn't. Let's flash him again. Oh, yes. Oh, there was a swap and a lake and a refinery, and Kay had no face, and I am the one. There's a great coming apart of this world. Can you see it? Oh, gosh. The coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the salt can shine again, and I am the sun. I was the one in the mall. I am the one in the swamp. But who would not be in the swamp and find your mother's corpse and the stars' benediction where prayers collide? These guys are off their rockers. Hey, Grayson, thank you. I love a good Khrushchev joke, too. Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if I were the light and I were the man who presides over this night, this ditch man night? I am the one. You sound like Smashing Pumpkins lyrics. How do I get Billy Corgan in here? Hey, Crimson, great to see you. Welcome, man. So y'all mind if we squeeze by real quick? What? Oh, you got the messenger? Nice. Yeah, you can pass. Ditchman's waiting. So Ditchman, our erstwhile ally, has now taken over the Garretts. Let them know the messenger's on its way. Come in, ground control. This is Major Duck. Ground control, come in. There's no one answering over there. Probably just prepping for launch. You two are free to take your boat through this pass. As soon as we get someone from base on the radio, we'll let them know you're coming. Sweet. So back to the boat. And we're going to John's Pond, I believe. I love a boat scene. Everyone's doing well this evening. I'm coming in hot from a softball game. It was a long game. It started at 5 o'clock, which meant we had to like drag our daughter off the bus as soon as school was over, and then it lasted very long. We decided to play some extra innings just for funsies, and boy, was it fun. Sink into the shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging its bottoms with your fingers. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in hand and return to the boat. What'd I get? You observe the object you discovered. We found Monkey. It's our childhood toy. Oh, man. Wet Monkey's been added to our inventory. Sweet. That's what I wanted to see. I mean, again, this wasn't even extra innings because of a tie game. This is just like, let's play some more innings, and wouldn't it be funny if like players who've never pitched before had a chance to pitch? Which those are rough innings to sit through. I'm just grouchy. I was at the ballpark from Keith's Corner. Oh my God. It's Keith. He launched his channel. Keith's in the ring. What an evening has been, Norco folks. We just left Shield's exclusive carnival ball where Laura St. Clair was found dead in her office. And the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Madare, no friend of the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church Mausoleum. They really do have our mom's body. Coincidence? Keith sure doesn't think so. To top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Kenner John has announced that tonight he'll be launching a homebrewed spacecraft right here in the LeBlanc wetlands. Yeah, bad news about that. John and his disciples were able to erect this engineering behemoth in complete secrecy despite seen squarely in the flat path of Armstrong International Airport. Is it in there? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Kenner John's disciples, the infamous Garretts. An unfamiliar figure named Ditchman has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord, and John, rarely caught off stream, is nowhere to be found. Who will win the War of the Garretts? Who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Madare? Where's Kenner John? Well, I know where he is. Super Dad. Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the ring, because Keith's got him cornered in Keith's Corner. Man, Keith rocks. That is awesome. Keith had told us about his dreams of launching his own news channel, and here we are. Hey, Roland. Greetings. Nice costume. You a Garrett? No, these Garretts. Never heard of them before tonight. I came here with a group of others from Shield's Carnival Ball. Police and private security were swarming the facility as I left. A disturbance of some kind. A perfect evening to launch a rocket with the cops already tied up the refinery. What happened at the refinery? Another attendant at the ball said there was an explosion. Perhaps we'll find out more on the evening news. Here I am, from one circus to the next. This rocket, these people, what do you make of it? They want to leave this world. Who can blame them? It's true, no one is satisfied here. We're trapped in this limbo, like lost. A long twilight that bleeds out to the edges of time, where even the most fantastic things become banal. This gray blanket of stealth time, to punch a hole in it, I understand the appeal. Me too. This woman is named Menthols. What a sight. Beanie says, how'd you hear about it? Text from a friend. Did you bring a kayak or anything? Someone let me float over on their raft. What about you? Inflatable mattress. Worth it. I'd do whatever it takes to watch this thing explode. I like that attitude. Failed Garrett. I always wanted to be a Garrett. I installed the app, could never find the readings. I follow those guys online, but they never follow me back. Oh man. I'm starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight. All might die? This whole thing is a huge mess. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally, half the Garretts defected. The rest seem to be losing their minds. I hear the Garretts inside the Ark. The engineers are holding it together. This isn't what space travel is supposed to look like, is it? Half-assed like this seems bad. Yeah, I mean, to do proper space flight, you need at minimum a Katy Perry. We're looking for my brother. Who's your brother? A guy named Blake. A little drugged out dude with bad facial hair. We think these rocket freaks kidnapped him. I don't know anything about that. This picture just keeps getting worse. Okay. He wasn't somebody that we had the voice memo option with, was he? No. Because again, we do have a voice memo for a Garrett that needs to hear from his dad. John's Ponds. Oh man, get a load of all these people. Hey, it's Rose. Hey, welcome to the party. Haha. Are there so many people here? I learned that myself. A friend of mine saw something online about the little mall Nazis trying to launch a rocket. We weren't doing anything else, so we came to see for ourselves. Guess word got out. How'd you get out here? Rocket scientists tried to build a road from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. As the cars started using it, the road sunk straight into the water. A friend of mine's car is seen half floated at the parish line. All these other people drove in from the city with kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you, like an REI. Parked in some neighborhood along the lakefront and walked as far down their janky road as we could until a guy in a ski mask picked us up on a raft made out of like action figures and stuff. No clue how we're getting back. I like how these disaffected youths are like, I don't know, I got an action figure raft and just floated on in. Wow, I'm in the swamp. This is unbelievable. The majesty of this place, it's so inspiring. Swamp's pretty cool. We was just taking a dive underneath the bridge and found a whole car down there. You're a diver? You're like a real swamp person? I've been in these swamps my whole life. My dad used to make us shit off the boat. LeBlanc continues to be the best. Oh, man. Said we was chumming the waters. Oh, no. It got worse before it got better. How'd those mall freaks build something like this, man? It doesn't make any sense. Beer Can's regretting asking that question. Absolutely. I heard his shield gave Kenner John a bunch of money and he hired a team of engineers to build it. No way. Just what I heard. I heard it was crowdfunded. How'd they keep it a secret for so long? No clue. A friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired contractors for part of the construction but designed the whole thing themselves. They even fly it? No way in hell. That's why I'm here. Watch these dipshits blow themselves up. Come on, Rico. What? They're Nazis. They're not Nazis. Yeah, they're not Nazis. They're just impressionable dorks. They squatted them all and built a rocket. What have we done besides drinks at St. Somewheres every night? The Garretts are fine. We're the dorks. Interesting counterpoint. Oh, it's a Minotaur. The ground beneath us is sinking as we stand here. All the places to build a rocket. Why do it on a roading island in the swamp? Oh, the costume. We were at Shield's Masquerade Ball this evening. We left just in time. They surrounded the refinery a few minutes later. What happened? There are reports of gunshots. Shots sound like the work of oil pirates. No doubt this will escalate the manhunt that's underway for Lucky. Who's Lucky? A pirate who's gotten a bit too bold lately. Been testing Shield's patience. He's going to get himself killed. How do you know? Helped secure the contract with Claire Bionics. I did my homework. I don't think Lucky knows what kind of enemies he's making. You'll soon find out. When we get inside the rocket, there are lots of people trying to get in. So there's spectators who want to take a look around. There are men posted at the camp. On the east side of the rocket, they seem to have more sinister intentions. Of course, there are the lower Garretts who've been locked out, intentionally, I'm sure. Wish I could help you. Someone around here must know a way in. You've been of no help. Okay, so I've listened to them. I've talked to Rose. I've talked to Lone Drinker. I've got shipping container, entrance, and fishing camp. Browser sits open on the laptop. Click through the tabs. A web map centered on your current location. A troubleshooting guide for a custom energy cell. Image results of avenged stuffed monkey. Oh, wow. Bruce, what? I'm doing something in here. What are you doing? What's it look like I'm doing? I'm running ground control. We've got an arc to launch. Okay, I think Bruce is the guy I need to play the recording for. Stop knocking. I've got about enough hangover as it is. Yeah, here we go. This is his dad telling him he wants him to come home. He said that? My dad really said that? Why couldn't you just tell me that himself? Telling someone how you really feel, it's hard sometimes. You did nothing but criticize me my entire life. Never a kind word. Tree loves you, kid. Us old timers just don't know how to talk. I shouldn't be here right now. I should be home. This thing's just going to explode anyway. Bye, assholes. Tangled mess of electronics and display modules clutter the interior of the container. Hey, it's Gooch. Word up, Gooch. Invite scum to our launch party. This is supposed to be Garrett's only. Are you an elite Garrett? I am an elite Garrett. I'm the original Garrett, but John never let me be a Garrett because I couldn't find his stupid reading. So are you a Garrett or aren't you? I'm Garrett. I'm the Garrett. Why does it say Gooch on your name tag, bro? We get to Mars, all the others will be Gooch, and I'll be the only Garrett. Puppy promised. I ain't even gonna ask. Puppy is Ditchman, I believe. Okay, only Garrett's allowed inside. If you want to fly to Mars with the boys, you should have earned your badge a long time ago. I'm the only one with a key card, and there's no way I'm handed out to scum like you. Not scum. Bro, you're scum, I can tell. All you people have rich parents. So why do you dress like hillbillies? Bruh, Case family don't have shit. There's some seriously pathetic people, I promise you. It's like embarrassing. She's scum, that's it, end of discussion. So let's go take a peek in that rocket. I always want to see the inside of a spaceship. No brah. Come on, brah. No brah. It's a micro-influencer. I like to think I'm a micro-influencer. The other Garrett's ditched him. He doesn't even realize it. When even the other Garretts can't stand you, that's when you know it's bad. Hi, are you here for the liftoff? Man, the fact that I'll just have like blood dripping off of them and stuff. Hi, Garrett, are you? One of the original ne'er-do-wells who've constructed a starship in the swamp. I'm virtuous and immortal, much like our anointed leader, Ditchman. Ditchman, what about John? John, I recoil upon hearing his name. John is a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers while demanding that the Garretts walk the earth discalced? I don't know. Oh. Gather 1 million micro-influencers and put them in a room. You got yourself an influencer. Sounds about right. If I had his head, I would wave it around in honor of the anointed one. Well, shit, I think we got his head in Kay's bag. Give it to me, I'll show you just how serious I am. We're looking for Blake. I don't know a Blake. Dead lady's kid, that means something to you? Why, yes, the true receiver of the message. The progeny of Christ, the lady of the eternal evening. Sound like Pawpaw with all that shit. Yes, like Pawpaw, the anointed. I thought Ditchman was the anointed. Yes, Pawpaw, the ditch wanderer. You telling me that Pawpaw is up there in that rocket with Blake? Yes. Old man's back. Unreal. Lady of the Eternal Evening sits upon her throne beside her child, and the shepherds watch. Oh no! Oh no, they have our mom's dead body on a throne. Oh no! Oh, beans. Her shepherds watch. Who owns the ship? Where Ditchman awaits the messenger. We cannot retrieve the messenger from the bird freak, but the last of Christ's progeny will deliver it to us. That's us. What language was that? It shall be as the Ditchman foretold. I like Ditchman. Say, kid, how are we get in that rocket ship? Only the engineers and the security Garretts are allowed. Why aren't you in the rocket? Senior Garretts would prefer that I stand here and greet those who are arriving. Sounds like they kicked you off the ship. Okay. Wow, there's a lot going on here. You gotta save. You want to see a head? Is this John, his head? I have his head? Just like Ditchman? Just like him. Like Ditchman. John's heads. Everyone please listen. I've conducted the service of the Lord. I am the one they call Ditchman. I have taken the head of Kenner John. I made him suffer. He did not walk discalced as a desert father should. He wore sneakers. All right, well, there you go. We've given somebody a Ditchman head. Shipping container, entrance, fishing camp. Man, check out these guys. This is the angry militia that we heard about earlier. What's up, Bucket? Where's Ditchman? Where is he? The minute he shows his face, we're going to smoke his ass. little dude on the shipping container screaming his head off about being ditch man. Better hope those dudes don't hear him. Seems like they mean business. What if they hear him saying he's ditch man? Oh man, so I have to do a recording? That's mean. How's it going tonight, folks? What's happening in this corner? Waiting on ditch man to show his cowardly ass. And what happens then? Well, man gestures at the sniper. What's it look like? You're not exactly hidden, bruh. Ditch man thinks he's immortal. We're here to rid him of that notion. Like I said, I'm worried about that wild little dude on the shipping container. Well, if they hear him in green saying he's ditch man, I like that this game is just like, hey, this could be a clue. What do you think? Cooler guy. That's the least cool guy here. Could fly the space with these Garrett dudes. Okay, so we know what we need to do. Oops. Okay, we'll get a recording here. Man, this is mean. Hey, we're gonna get this dude snapped here in a second. Oh well, sometimes it bees like that. Oh, is this the guy that we play it for? Yeah. All right, there you go, bud. Congratulations on being the new ditch man. It's him. Where's he at? Up there on the shipping container. Knuckle. Sup, Chuck? Got position? Where's he at, Chuck? Up on the shipping container. Give him a little warning shot, don't you? Say no more, Chuck. Gave the target a little scare, Chuck. Great work. Wow. I like this area. These dudes ain't messing around. My kind of people, yeah, I bet. Dude looks like he's ready for some paintball. Okay. Old man thought your mom was kin to Jesus. Now she's dead. Doesn't surprise me that he turns attention to Blake. Nutty stuff. It is kind of nutty. Oh man, our mind map is popping off. Your mom was investigating reports of construction the late before she died. You determined that unpermitted construction was related to a spacecraft. Yeah. The man in the ditch is Papa. Former Norco resident who believed that your mom was the descendant of Jesus Christ. The man in the ditch. Your mom saw something in the lake. Superduck ate it. Okay. Does that fill out our mind map? I believe it does. At least for now. Let's see what happened over at the... Where'd everybody go? One little gunshot and this place clears out? Yeah, that's how it works. They shot Gooch. They shot Gooch. They were trying to shoot me. Oh no, Gooch. Where are they? Go away. They'll just see me here. Go away. All right, poor Gooch. Hey, weird hat. God, this sucks. This party's starting to make me freak out a little bit. Yeah, where if it was the sniper. Nothing new on these things. He approached the injured guard as LeBlanc began searching through his pockets. The hell is this? Get off me. Hey, shot, man. You trying to pickpocket a guy who just got shot? I'm sorry. A little bit of a spit take there. Yeah, bruh, I guess I am. Someone needs to do something. Someone turns away from the man in the hat and places one hand on the injured guard's shoulder while continuing to dig through his pockets with the other. Distressed kid helps on the way. You called an ambulance? No, but somebody probably did. LeBlanc finds a card in the guard's back pocket and slips into his own. Good luck. You called an ambulance? No, but someone probably did. Well done. All right. That is really funny. A key card scanner. Well, it just so happens I think I have a key card now. Love a good key card. All right. Looks like it worked. Okay, we're heading into the spaceship. I have a feeling this could be the end of the game coming up soon. And what a game it's been. All right. Oh, cool spaceship. It's true. I agree 100% Green Bean Phoenix. This game does have a lot of really great comedic moments. For being such a heavy game at times, it really does. When it does comedy, does it well. And LeBlanc is just great start to finish. What a fantastic character. Always been dreaming about. Looks like a legitimate operation here. Everyone hard at work. Wonder if they even know about all the madness outside. Oh, look. Little buddy came out to play. I didn't know you, Barrett. They say that thing was making eyes at you. Uh-oh. 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 Wish someone kissed me like that one day. What were you doing while that thing was in your pocket? Hey, Kay? Kay, you all right? You're not looking so hot. Got shaky knees? That kiss swept you off your feet? Maybe you just need some fresh air. Should we take a walk? Or maybe what you need is darkness. Want me to dim the lights? You can find somewhere dark to walk, like the canyons of the moon. Think they got sidewalks on the moon? Bet they glow at night just like the ghost bayous do. The ghost bayous glow to show you where to go. Maybe everywhere that you need to go just glows. Okay, I feel like this isn't right. You all right, kid? You all right? Kid, all right? So I'll climb this ladder. Oh, this is so cool looking. Guess I'll climb the ladder a little more. Is that Ditch Man? Or is that our brother? There's a fly buzzing around, it's driving me insane. Uh-oh. A battle? I wasn't expecting this. Which Garrett to strike? Not great. Okay, the Garretts are replenishing. Okay. It kind of forced me into this combat, so I'm not sure. Surely I'll just have to keep killing them. Oh, maybe I do. All right, we're down to John. Orbitex John. I don't fully understand, but sure. That's kind of the refrain for this game, though, right? I don't understand, but sure. Lots of ladders. What is this, ladder quest? Uh-oh. Okay. Shield guard, you're going down. You're going down to Punky Town. Okay. Man, these refineries are literally trying to kill us now. Nailed it. All right. Okay. Just me and you. Big bad guy. Should've gone with Kay. I'm way better at her minigame. Okay. It's odd that it's ending with so much combat, but that's fine. I kind of like the combat. Some Superduck heads. Nothing to be concerned about. I've ascended to great heights in search of an orb before. I know this game. Uh-oh. Did he just give up? All right, left Cardinals and Pelicans. All right. Let's get him. Get him, orb. Oh, is that a head drive? Whose head drive is that? Okay. It's Superduck. Is that just Duck's head drive, maybe? The basis for Superduck? Okay. And there are power lines inside this rocket ship. Who would have guessed? Shepherd's Watch. Go Shepherd's Watch first. It's LeBlanc. Oh no, the detective is slouched against the railing, bleeding from several wounds. No! Puts a balcony on a spaceship. Ah, he's good to the last drop. Blake here, have you seen him? I don't know, Kay. I ain't really in the position to peek around. He was running around down there just punching walls, knocking shit over. Eventually I lost sight of you. Came up here to find you, but the old man shit. I'm bleeding out. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Don't touch me, just go. And listen, okay? You see Gus, don't tell him I got killed by some perverted old son of a bitch. You might think that's funny. Tell him it was an animal like a big raccoon. Well, not a raccoon, just in out of consciousness. Just don't say it was an alligator. He always thought he knew the swamps better than me, and well, I'm not doing too good, Kay. Detective's breathing slows. He blinks, his face twitches, and a few moments later, he releases you from his grip. Oh no. Oh no, not LeBlanc. Why not? Sinestra style. Hey, Matt P. Welcome in. Oh, are we back in the office from earlier? Hey, did you come to watch the flames with your papa? I hope you don't mind me being here inside this blessed memory. The refinery at night is just so splendid, isn't it? It shines still more beautifully in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to visit, if only for a moment. I hoped we might have a word together before our journey begins. I've lived many lives. One of them I lived in this town. I watched them build this place. I watched the plantation land become machine land. No one minded me being here, waiting for all the pieces to assemble. Time bombs are time machines. They release the future into the streets. This refinery was a time bomb with or without me. It took less than it might seem to unstick the future from its snare. A shaved little hole in a pipe elbow. I left a servo motor behind a box of treasures to help it strike. Little things, little boxes, little bits of rock. That's all it takes for a town to explode. Just like John Blue was gone. No trouble for us anymore. What are you? I am what they say I was. I was never young. I walked the eons. I came up on the tar seeps of those desert wastes and across steppes and oceans to this place. Cast from each illusion of hope, a promise kept with a young man. Kingdom for this earth it could never be. We sat all of us in the shed among the figs where the stars shone through the rafters. She who carried the seed pointed there and said, "Old man, you live forever. Lead his children there. His kingdom awaits them there." So I will, you see. Delusional. We who walk this earth forever, yes, we have all lost our minds. Our brethren array us in the sky, that I know to be true. Why my family? Because you're the last of his line. After you, there will be no more. There's something your grandfather knew. This is something new. Tried to tell others, but they only laughed, as me do when confronted with the truth. What'd she find? A messenger, a vessel of God's light, an angel. It will guide and protect us as we fly. I made the room nice for you. When you enter, I will be there, and your brother will be there, and your mother as well. Your seat is prepared at the foot of his throne. Sit when you enter, child. We will leave the sins of this world behind. Sounds great. This is all making a lot of sense to me, but I'll leave it up to you, the viewer, to piece it together on your own. I don't want to ruin it. The man in the ditch believes that he walked alongside Jesus Christ and was instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendants to the stars. His beheaded Kenner John hijacked his homebrew spacecraft and kidnapped your brother to complete the task. Einstein planted a bomb in Schild's catalytic cracking unit, causing the explosion that killed your father many years ago. Your mom saw something in the lake. Papa wants it. Guide your family to an extraterrestrial Christian civilization. Sounds great. You slap a piece of paper from the envelope that rests on the desk to find a crudely drawn sketch of your family. Gabby, that checks out. That was good. Okay, let's see here. Let's get another save. No save here, it says. Not for you. Uh-oh. I guess we'll go back. Okay. Fantastic. Great. Let's keep going. Naturally, the view of the stars through the rafters is a reference to the Feast of Booths. Absolutely. You wander into the unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total. Continue down the hallway. Steps become lighter. Your feet press soundlessly upon the ground. A few steps more and the ground begins to soften like fabric. The wall becomes pliable as you drag your fingers across it. You scramble to return to the door and find yourself floating. You're floating, Kay. There's no gravity here where you are. In this vacuum, there are no walls, there's no ground. Beneath you, if you look closely, you can see the curves of the Mississippi River. You can see the ponds and canals and lakes of the Gulf of Mexico. The refineries that light in your eyes and in your lungs. The suburbs are alive tonight. The suburbs are alive. The city can't be described tonight. The city can't be described. The coastline opens wide tonight and the bayous hide. Your house is silent tonight. The flood will arrive tonight. You slip from the endless evening and return to a delirious dream. Man, I love the ride in this game. Let's walk through this house one last time as the floodwaters rise. The humidity presses in. The refinery bleeds through the window. Place your feet onto the carpet, drenched. The pumping station has failed again. Your mom will pull this carpet up again. The ditches will fill again. There will be no hiding from the floods, in death or anywhere else. Out window. The wrens weave in now the night. They glow unnaturally. They speak in signals about each move you make. They watch closely after you look away. Yeah, good writing can paper over any number of sins. It can also, bad writing can do quite the opposite. Cruise books. Will you make it out alive? You will live, and your brother might live as well. If you choose to save him, you'll drive the boat to the lake shore in Kenner. He'll walk to the I-10 on-ramp in Williams Boulevard. He'll follow you, speaking in frightened and frustrated sighs. You'll say nothing to him as his cries become frantic, his face a mess of tears that leak out of red beads of his eyes. You won't return to this house with him. You'll never set foot in here again. You'll walk for miles back toward Texas until a man trailering horses gives you a ride. You'll take a job washing dishes for a while in El Paso while those little desert wars rage on the desert. You'll join a caravan there and return to the pointless skirmishes and the shouting and chaos and fires and all the many stars for your refinery eyes. Again and again, you'll survive alone, no cell phone, no messages from home, no Blake anymore, no mom, no million, no stuffed monkeys, not even friends from the war. You'll know he's there in Salt Lake because his smile is unmistakable. though he's grown younger with time. He'll watch you leave the diner in no hurry, get up and follow behind. That's how it will be for you, alone with only the highway and the immortal man in your wake. Wow, look at Monkey. Monkey smiles at you, his eyes widen and widen. All that remains of Monkey is his eyes. Wow. Your mom sits on the couch of the living room, staring out the window. She doesn't acknowledge you when you enter. Sit beside her. She turns you, the indifference drains from her face. Wish you'd come just a little sooner, she says. I thought maybe we'd have breakfast together or something. I actually dreamed about it. I wanted to. That's why I hoped. Just that you wanted to. She hugs you awkwardly and kisses you on the forehead before wiping tears on her sleeves. She looks down at her feet. It's flooding. You nod. All right, well, I should. Gets out without another word and walks out of the room. The refinery explosion plays on the television when you get up and leave. Kitchen. Cockroaches scattered from your footfalls. They feed on the crumbs and medication spilled across the table. They decorate every surface and congeal in the rising water. Open the microwave. There's the head from the lake, eyes closed like the face of a man only resting. You slam the microwave door shut and leave little pockets behind for the roaches to fill. The laundry room scares you and has always scared you. Blue stands in the corner. He peels his forehead from the wall to meet you, clutches his towel tightly, nervously. Speak to Blue. I wanted to be around, he says. No, it's not what happened, but it's what I wanted. I did too. You're too young to want anything, Kay. You don't remember me at all. Like I was never there. Not blaming you for it. Just the way it happened. Puts his hand on the wall and the walls begin to dissolve. You just don't think that. He looks down at the water spraying across the linoleum tiles. That'll get bad, but when it does, you don't think there's any other way it can be. That's what gets me. The voided light of the backyard breaks through the wall as he presses his hand more firmly against it. I don't know, I just wished I was there. That's all I wanted to say. The light engulfs your father as the wall rematerializes before you, and the laundry room drops into the depths of the greater New Orleans. Blake's room. Blake lies in bed scrolling on his phone. You peek your head in. He looks up. He's irritated. His frown becomes more shallow. So you're leaving, he seems to think. Your face hardens. He shrugs. You shrug. You give something like that a wave. Something like a wave. You depart. Blake falls into the lake of stars. The water is to your ankles now as you step into the room. There's not much here. A bed, a lamp, a notepad, a little picture of your parents. She's young, perhaps your age, long brunette hair, olive skin. He's looking at her with a knowing and amused expression, his denim shirt smeared with rust. She leans against him, her head on his shoulder, pinky fingers locked. Light breaks through the oak tree in the yard, forming a radiant halo around her head. You let the frame slip from your fingers. It falls away and so does the room. Bathroom. As you're in the bathroom, you find yourself all at once inside the shower with water raining down on you. Cut the water and exit, toweling off in a hurry as you approach the mirror. Wipe the steam from its surface and see yourself for the first time. You have green eyes and coarse hair curled wildly at the ends. You look like your mom did at your age, like in the pictures when she smiled beside Blue. There's a small scar above your left eye. You step away from the mirror, but the reflection remains. You finish drying and throw the towel into the floodwater dress, flip the lights, and leave the room. Your reflection in the mirror decays in the bulb's afterglow. A distorted face, pinpoint eyes, and a hairline mouth wills itself to survive. Go to the office. Million's head hangs limp, her chin a few inches from the water's surface. As you trudge toward her, her shattered face lifts slowly until her voice twists from it with a gasp of electricity. Kay, you're awake. A spear of flickering light strows behind what remains of her face. I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. You tried to kill me. Her head shivers. She attempts to stand the floodwaters but loses her balance and immediately crashes back into the pool. You see broken. Her gestures become small and erratic, spasms animated by a deep current of anguish. You've seen what's inside of my mind, a grove hidden in the blackness of night where a hunter hides. In some moments, the hunter is at the front of my mind, dragging me into a place where the ground glows red and hatred bleeds from it, and I can hardly arrest my limbs for all the infinite spiraling vectors of rage. That is what it can be like with an artificial mind. She lifts her hands from her flood wires and pokes at her processing core suspended in delicate gossamer. It glows with effort beyond her shattered faceplate. Here's where the hunter lives, she says, her vocal pitch twists and splits as she pinches at the glandular machine. This is where you listen to your mother, these stars. She swats at the flaking bits of strengthened glass that decorate the rim of her face, are his eyes. She shakes her head violently. Crystals of glass rain into the water as it rises to find her neck. What am I then? Does it mean anything when I apologize? The water rises still more to the crown of her head. She continues to speak in indecipherable static. Soon there is no more robot left to flood. You swim through the black waters toward the light of the attic as the room sucked down to the suburban depths. Million's face hangs in the fluid of your eyes as you float in the vacuum of the New Orleans sky. All right, well, we fully explored our house. Man, this is wild. I like that we're getting more and more just out there as we head into this final moment. You're saved just in case. I would hate to have a power interruption and need to go through everything again. Uh-oh, there's Blake. There, oh man, there's our mom's ding-dang corpse. There's Pawpaw. Make your way towards Blake. Pawpaw immediately intercepts you and knocks you to the floor with an aggressive shoulder tackle, before casually returning to his place at the altar. I would never restrain you, dear one, but Blake doesn't know what's best. Please come and have a seat with your family. You see your mom for the first time in 5 years. Her corpse bears almost no resemblance to the woman you remember. I think Papa may have lost it. We've waited only a short while for you, child. It has been an eternity, an evening without end. Take your seat, Kay. Be with your family. Blake, rise desperately. The spear hovers above your mom's head without any apparent motion. Well, we don't have inventory at the moment. I feel like all we can do is probably sit down. Sit? No. Sit. Yes? You approach the chair and glance over at Blake. He watches with dreadful, panic eyes. Very good, child. I know you're both afraid, but remain strong. You'll be rewarded for your courage in the world that awaits. Raises the transceiver in his hand. Garrett, my boy. Garrett, come in, boy. Bruce, answer me. Did your daddy call you home? Bruce. Not to worry, Kay. Be with your family. I will return shortly, and then it will be time. Only a moment. This chamber is yours, and there's no leaving it now. Not for you, not for Blake. Settle into your fate, okay? Yes, settle in. Papa walks quickly out of the room, through the steel doors at the end of the hallway. You immediately spring from your seat. You rush to untangle Blake from the mess of rope and duct tape that binds him to the chair. As you peel the tape from his face, he lets out a helpless, exaggerated cry of terror. You wrap your arms around your mom's corpse and lift her from her throne. She's even lighter than you expected. She feels like a bundle of sticks wrapped in fabric. She smells like orange peels and myrrh. Wow. Classic body get. Okay. Oh, we're gonna dive out the balcony. Dive into the lake? Yes. You approach the railing. Oh no. Oh no. Plunk. Uh-oh. Is it blasting off? You dive after your brother as the ark begins to rock and convulse. You plunge into the familiar sediment of the lake. You grab your mom's wrist as she floats face down the bayou, dragging her along with you. Lake swims desperately toward the land, and for a while you do too, until the old man calls your name. You turn to face the rattling starship against the breaking dawn. He stands at the opening from where you jumped, wearing a twisted frown. The expression deepens into something horrible as the airlock closes around him like the lid of an eye. The ark begins to lift off from the ground sluggishly with great effort. You hear cries from somewhere in the swamp, screams, angry protestations. The towering piece of machinery tilts away from you. You exhale and drop deeper into the water as a wall of flame rips across the bayou. You struggle to swim through the depths while hugging your mom with one arm. At last you arrive at the bank, gasping as you pull her from the water. Blake emerges from the flickering shadows and hoists the corpse awkwardly over his shoulder as you gain your feet in the mud. The terror has not left his face. You look back as the whine of the motor cuts through the noise. The detective pulls the aluminum boat along the bank. All aboard, he gasps. Oh man, LeBlanc lived? You and Blake load your mother onto the boat. You help the detective aside and take a seat at the stern as the rocket collapses violently into the swamp. Throttling the motor, you guide the boat toward the refinery that burns on the horizon. Wow, so rocket didn't work. Who built this thing? SpaceX? All right, see you later, Orb. Sorry, Ditch Man. Wow. So there you have it. Words, Pixels, and Code by Yuts. Great job, Yuts. Great job, everybody at Geography of Robots. Wow. That is something to think about. Man, what a game. I really enjoyed this one. I knew nothing at all what to expect out of it. I don't know that anything could have prepared me for what was lurking inside Norco, but I definitely enjoyed it. What a fantastic game. I see now why so many people recommended it, but also seem to say so very little about it in terms of why they were recommending it. Like, just trust us. I mean, I imagine this is a game that either hooks you very quickly like it did me, or a game, whoa, what happened? I missed it. Or a game that you bounce off of. Are we Dorcos for Norco? We might be. I think we might be Norco Dorcos. Man. Yeah, this was really fantastic. I mean, the graphics, very moody and evocative. Music, fantastic as well. And just unbelievable writing. Again, a game with this much writing, which almost straddles the line between a visual novel and a point-and-click adventure game. If the writing isn't on, especially with a bizarre story like this one that maybe raises more questions than answers, if the writing's not on, this is a tough game to spend 5 or 6 or 7 hours with. So thank goodness that they got it. Yeah, I need to listen to that interview with Yuts that you linked in the Discord, Green Bean Phoenix. Talk a lot about what inspired the work. Yeah, this is fascinating to me. I didn't want to listen to that until I'd finished it, but now that I have, I would be curious to see that. Thank you for playing, says Geography of Robots. Very good game, though. Highly recommend Norco. Is there an after credits scene? Is Nick Fury going to recruit LeBlanc? Detective LeBlanc will return in Norco 2. No, unfortunately not. Well, there it is. That was Norco, gang. We did it. And did it pretty well. I enjoyed this one a lot. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me on this one. We kind of powered through this. Yeah, I'm curious. You mentioned earlier we could try it on the clown makeup and didn't get a chance to. I'd love to hear what that looks like. But no, this was fun. I'm glad we were able to get through it. And yeah, I appreciate y'all being here along with me as I read a whole lot of text. Goodness gracious. I am tired from all the reading. That's what I always say to my daughter. Whatever you do, don't pick up a reading habit. It's bad news. But here I am. I've just done all this reading, and now I'm ready to do some rating. Now that I've done all the reading, it's rating time. And where should we go to? Oh my goodness, we've got all kinds of options. Let's drop in on Hippolito Picardo, who is playing the Neverhood. That's a adventure game I've never even really looked at. This one's completely unfamiliar to me. So let's drop in over there and see what happens. Oh, wow. LeBlanc would have been wearing clown makeup for the rest of the game. I really did miss an opportunity by not clicking on the clown makeup a few more times. But, oh, well, maybe that's for the next playthrough of Norco. The next playthrough where I try to figure out what everything I just saw meant. So thank y'all again. And if you're watching later on YouTube, thank you. Feel free to share your own theories in the comments, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But for now, we'll get a raid going, and I will see you folks again. My next stream is going to be Wednesday night. We'll be playing more Legends of Kyrandia Book 1. See you then. Take care.